Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, another brand new day. It is 7:05 a.m. on Tuesday, the 27th of March. March? I was going to say the 27th is almost over. March is almost over. Man, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3. 1 week until I get my disability, and then I'm going to be instantly broke. Because I'm negative now, I get my paycheck disability, and then I pay for the rent, and then I'm negative again. So thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, what we have here is, well, it's a hamster inside of my bin cage. Well, not my bin cage, it's his bin cage. I'm digging out little Charvy. Little Charvy. Charvy's a good little guy. He's been in his nest, but he hasn't just been in his nest. He's been running around in his little cage, and he's been digging up food and digging through stuff and just digging, because they dig. They're burrowing animals. They like to burrow. That's why I give them wood shavings so that they can go digging. And quite frequently, when they're really getting going, you'll just see like the old Bugs Bunny cartoons where you just see the mound of dirt traveling. That's what it looks like. Because you just see the bedding bump up and move in a trail as the hamster's burrowing underneath. But he's looking for his home and his bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring him up for another quick look. Little Charvy. I think his fur is starting to grow back there. I don't know what he did. But maybe he had a zit or something. I don't know. Here we go, little guy. Or an ingrown hair. Because I imagine that hamsters probably have issues with ingrown hairs and skin problems too, so maybe he had a zit there. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Because I haven't found anything in there that he could have rubbed the fur off with friction. And he had a little scab because there was like raw meat up there for a little while. Like he rubbed it raw on something, but there was nothing there for him to rub. So it might, I don't know. Thumbs up? Here's hoping things are going to be okay, though. I mean, like I said, it looks like the fur is growing back, so that's good. But that's little Charvy. He's a good little guy, and that's a good thing, too. And, of course, I was just looking at this one. It says, one small change in the past can make a huge change today. One small change today could change all of tomorrow. That was because I saw a Facebook post where it said there's all these stories about people going into the past, terrified to make even one tiny change, because when they get to the present, it would be all different because of that tiny change way back in the past. Well, just think, tiny changes in the present could make huge differences to the future. So remember that. If stepping on one butterfly in the past can change the present so that it's completely unrecognizable, then what would one small change today mean to the future? Think about that. All you have to do is make one positive change into your life. It could change the entirety of your future. It could mean the difference, literally, between being homeless and having a job and being well paid. Who knows? I am hissing and slurring around these things again, and I am so sorry. I didn't get a chance to talk to my dentist yesterday, so I gotta call him today. Because I'm slurring and hissing around these things bad. My top plate is rocking at some point in the middle of my mouth. The roof of my mouth, so I can't talk clearly around these things anymore. That's wonderful. I love slurring all the time because these things don't fit. So yay. Gosh, what else was I thinking of? There was a lot of things too, but I have to medicate with cannabis for pain. I used to be on 28 different prescription medications for pain, and then we took all but methadone away, so we got rid of 27 of my pain medications and replaced them with cannabis. So where was I going with that? Oh, yes. And do you see, that's part of it too. I mean, I talk about how I've got memory issues very, very bad because of my fibromyalgia, fibro fog. It is hard to remember things. With depression, it is extremely difficult to remember things and concentrate. And with the brain damage that I've done to my body through my 23 plus years of alcoholism, it is super, super hard to remember and to concentrate. When I try to concentrate and think, I get headaches and get extremely sleepy. On top of that, cannabis, which I smoke as much as I can so that I can be as pain-free as possible, that also does a number on your short-term memory. Now, I didn't have my whiteboard available. In fact, I can't remember. Oh, I know exactly where it is, but I can't remember where I put the small pens for the moment. I forgot to write on it. Which also reminds me of what this one thing that's driving me crazy. Yesterday, I erased the whiteboard while standing right here. I was standing here. I put the whiteboard on the bin. I erased everything that was on it. I set the eraser down on my desk. I wrote out the thing. I made a mistake. I went to get the eraser to erase it. I still can't find it. We're coming up on 36 hours. I have been looking through this entire room and it's gone. I was standing right here and I set it down on the desktop. And when I went to reach it, not 15 seconds after I started writing, still can't find it. That's happened with some other things as well. When Patrick L. sent me these very, very wonderful headphones that I've been using, and they are awesome, there was a note inside. I carefully took the notes, you know, because Amazon prints out notes and such. And there was notes, and I read them real quick, and then I set them down carefully on the desktop. I still can't find them. Gone. And this isn't even like me leaving the room and then coming back hours later and wondering if like someone's come in and taken stuff. This is me standing here, setting it down, and then going to pick it back up and can't find it. Ugh. The one time that happened the worst was I knew at least then it was my fault. Instead of, I don't know what the heck has happened with the eraser and those notes. But there was one time I was really, really sick. And when I'm sick, heat is bad. I forget things. Very, very much so. It's hard to even think at all. But while I was really, really sick, my wife was gone. And while she was gone, our gas furnace suddenly cranked up to maximum. In the entire house, it was over it was getting close to 110 and 120 in the living room where the gas furnace was. I had to try and figure out how to turn this off when I was sick and it was hard to think and it was hot and it was getting harder to think. And I was literally holding on to pieces of paper, standing on a table, taking one of those pieces of paper, set it down on the table, look at the papers in my hand, go to get the paper off the table, and it wasn't there. Every time I did that, I'd set something down. I would not move. I would go right back for it, and it would not be there. Now, I know that was me with the heat and my illness, so that, you know, they weren't really just vanishing. But that bloody eraser and those notes, they should be here. And I didn't leave and then, you know, people come in and move stuff. I was in the room and I still can't find them. And it's not even a mess. I mean, I'm chaotic. My living system is, oh, there's a real word for it. It's like ordered chaos, organized chaos. That's what it is. It's organized chaos. I have my stuff in stacks and such like that. But if you ask me, hey, do you have this? It's like, oh, and then I go to the correct stack, dig it out of where it is in the stack, and then you've got it. So you know where everything is. It's just everything is chaos but it's organized chaos because you know where it is. That's the way I work. That's the way I live. So I've got organized chaos all around here. But that shouldn't matter because it's not dirty or unclean or just stuff stacked everywhere. There's just stack here, stack there. Set the eraser down between them. It should still be there, but it's not. Now that I've rambled on about that way too much because it's just completely frustrating, is there anything else that I can remember that I wanted to talk about? Not really. Yesterday I fell asleep. I mean, there's a lot I want to talk about. I mean, I'd like to talk about military time and all that. So let's see if I can remember one of my military stories. At one point, actually, during my military time, I was, especially over in Germany for some odd reason, I first started doing the Cowardly Lion sound, which from the Wizard of Oz movie, you know, that woof, 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 when he's all frustrated or scared or trying to puff himself up. I started doing that sound just because I thought it's a funny sound. I still do, in fact. Now that I've done it, I think it's a really cute sound still. So I started making that noise just on my own. But then it started mutating into just a woof. And so my greeting, just as I would go through the halls to people, is just woof. And so they got to the point, some of the other people, when they were talking to the customers, they were, yeah, you need to go talk to the guy where they'll bark at you. So, thumbs up for that. I was only 21 and 22, so what can you say about that? Not that age and such should make you change from being not fun or silly, but not being afraid to do things. After all, I was in my 30s and 40s when, in fact, just up until the 2003 when I had to quit working at all because of my back injuries. But while I was working as a nurse's aide, I used to sing to all of my residents, and not just in their rooms. I would be wheeling people through the halls, like from their room to the communal room, or from the communal room to the dining room, or dining room to their room so they could go to the bathroom, such like that, while I'm pushing their wheelchairs along. Excuse me. I would also just be singing loudly, like one of the Ween songs off of their Mollusk album. I would be going through the halls and just singing, 3 men saw there were, 3 men out at sea. 3 men came aboard my ship and they took my true love from me. And I'd be singing that loud or twice as loud because I was singing so that the person I was wheeling could hear me. And so I would just sing as I was taking people through the halls. I actually got a lot of people who thanked me for that sort of thing. A lot of, and it wasn't just people, I mean they were all people. I wasn't thanked by monsters, aliens, or animals. But it was family members, family who came in, and they really liked the fact that I was singing so that people could hear it. And it was good. A very good thing. That's not a military story, but it's still a youth story. But yeah, yesterday I kept falling asleep again. I'm going to have a heart attack and die if I keep this up. I've been trying to think of some way that I could bring in that thing into here and try and use it. The problem is, of course, it's got a water reservoir, so I've got to be super duper careful when moving it in the slightest. So I'd have to take the water reservoir off, bring it into here, hook the reservoir back up, put the mask on, strap it on so that I would always constantly have bright red indents instead of these not bright red, but you can still see the indents of where the straps were, where I have to hold the mask onto my face. The 2 red marks here from the prongs from the mask that goes across like this, so you can see the damage across the bridge of my nose. Yeah, I gotta call my dentist. It's so hard now to talk without just slurring entirely. That's just not right. It's not good. Hopefully I'm not going to have to pay for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do it. Thumbs up. Now, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. I count on the fingers of my left hand in American Sign Language. Even though I count in American Sign Language right in front of my eyes, I still, because of my fibro, brain damage, and depression, lose track of where I am and forget where I'm counting. So it's a range. Thumbs up for that. Now, I'm not reading the comments. I'm going to read them after the video. I'm just not reading them right now as we're doing this. But I'm going to read them all afterward, and thumbs up everyone I read, answer as many as I can. Right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. You took the time out of your day, whether it was a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment. You took the time out of the day to actually leave me a comment. So thank you so very, very much. And if I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker. We are not good at names. Throat too dry all of a sudden. Ugh. But we're not good at names. I'm better than most, but. So we have Terracio Filo, thank you very, very much. Ninja Onion, greatly appreciated. Eric Ramirez, thank you so much. Gaston Acuna Rodriguez, I know I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Harvard Zan, greatly appreciated. Money Free Society, how about that? And thank you. Marco Antonio Dos Años, thank you very, very much. Zachary Jeremiah, greatly appreciated. Russell Ashmore, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Jordan Leckie, thank you. Mary Frazier, thank you very, very much. Warlord Gamer, thank you. The Rusted Tin Can Jerry, interesting name. It's Purge, thank you very, very much. Woke Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Loretta Blatz, thumbs up. Sharon Frugivore, I sure hope, thank you very, very much. Gamer99, I sure hope, thank you very much. Dylan Megawab, thank you very, very much. Wenlin Lee, thank you. Dunce in a While, thumbs up and thank you. Gecko the Mask Maker, greatly appreciated. Rock Goddess, thumbs up. And Max Otto, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very much. And now my ear itches. Oh my gosh, today is just every part of my body is itchy. It happens when you get older. Your skin just itches all the time. Like right now, all of a sudden my nose will not stop itching. Ugh. I look so tired. And then the damage to my face from all the straps that I have to wear. Gotta love that. Anyway, if you can check out my links down below, that would be awesome. I got Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign and become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be greatly appreciated. I am always living on the ragged edge of disaster. Every month I go close to minus 400. If you could help me out, that would be awesome. You're the only reason I'm not homeless, and it is appreciated. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the back of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool, but I would understand if you don't want to. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up for that. That's right, not just eternity, but eternity plus one day. Thumbs up for that. Well, shots. Shh. Damn. These things started off so good, and now they don't fit well at all. Thumbs up for the resorption of tissue in the human body. Oh gosh. Well, I have a game video coming up later on this channel. I have a reaction video coming up later on this channel. If I don't fall asleep, I will have a game video for my game channel. Thumbs up and good news for that. If you could check that out, that would be good. Oh, well, I'll do this. I'm going to talk about Humble Bundle, and there's another Steam key giveaway, even though IDOS never claimed his or her or their or its prize. No one got the Sleeping Dogs DE, even though IDOS is the winner, because IDOS has not contacted me. If you hear this, please do. So you take care, Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. Thank you for helping me think. It is greatly appreciated.